Alright, fuckers. Another week. Another recap. Hand up. It's on me. I forgot last night. And I know. I made a whole fuss during the day of, I'll do it on schedule like always. And then guess what? I didn't. Now, is it my fault? Yes. Did I have a valid reason? I think so. I was busy watching the Knicks, and then I got in bed and watched the Mets. And then, Mets are playing in Arizona. They're in the bottom of the third right now. So it was late games, East Coast time. I forgot. Shit happens. Whatever. I don't want to hear about it. Whatever. Chumba can bitch and moan all that he wants. We know he's going to anyway. It's what his fucking MO is. Even when there's nothing to complain. It's just like, John bitching about the collusion and the agenda against him. It's all he's gonna fucking do. It is what it is, okay? So, whatever. We're going into the recap. Week 6, we're late. It's fine. Cameron sending people's houses in the group chat once again. I just sat in Discord and listened to his process of trying to find people's houses. I'm not going to say who's next on the list. But I listened to him as he was house hunting, I guess you could call it. So, yeah, it's fine. We're doing it. It took me a minute to even remember who the game of the week was this week, but I eventually remembered. And again, it was one of those games. Before the game, teams were both tied at 2 and 3. They were 4th and 5th in their respective divisions. And one team had to come out on top and one team had to lose. Connor didn't do his chug, which the fucker playing video games with the man tried to tell me to my ears that nobody ever told him. Bullshit fucking lie. I sent him a text on Friday. Maybe even, I think it was Friday. I said, hey, Connor, don't forget, this week it's you. I dropped my fidget toy. I told him, I printed it, guys. I made it myself. It's like an endless cube. It can just keep folding and just folding. So I can even do it with one hand. I've been playing, I have one in my office and one at home. I told him Friday, maybe Thursday, I'm pretty sure it was Friday, could have even been Saturday, and he went out Saturday. He was out with the boys back home on Long Island, and he went out, didn't do a chug, didn't send it, didn't do nothing. We know from past record that it's embarrassing when Connor tries to do a chug. We saw it, probably the slowest chug any of us have ever seen. Absolutely brutal. Didn't do it. So he lost 15 points. Still gets the win over Jake. 368 to 332.5. Jake struggling in last place in the Flaccid Swingers division. Connor not doing too much better. He's only on 4th, but it's a tight race. Again, I'll kind of do a recap, a quick overview of the standings. So Connor comes out on top, game of the week. Jake, back-to-back weeks in the hot seat, couldn't handle it, and guess what? He's getting a break this week. I will get into that. As always, I'll say the game of the week at the end. But he's gonna get it. He's not gonna be in the spotlight this week, so maybe he can, kind of bounce back. Next, we got Chumba's Childhood House. This week, this name has been fucking me up. I keep thinking that it's Chumba because it says Chumba, even though I know it's Cameron. It's just can't function. Big week. This was a huge comeback for Cameron. Remains undefeated, 6-0. Started the week off slow against Brochard. Brochard had a decent week early on and faded at the end. He had 119 points on Tuesday. Cameron came back with 106 points on Thursday, and then just kept it up from there, making and completing the comeback Sunday. I think he is when he sealed it. Again, it's 334.5 Cameron to Brochard's 332. So yeah, he definitely finished it. Sunday, 75 points for Cameron. Brochard, 65 points. Couldn't eke out the win. Brochard really struggling at 1-5. Fifth place in the Blue Pill Babes division, who, has Griff in it, and Griff started 0-4, I think it was. So Brochard really struggling early on in the season in fifth place, last place in the league, that means, and just, Griff, of all people, started the worst, and he's under Griff. So what are we doing? After that, we have Mr. Knowledgeable. Honestly, in terms of Alec, I think it's a great name. I think this is, third or fourth week having it? It's a great name for Alec. Although, for the man himself, he's not. Alec knows nothing. Chumba and I were playing video games again with Alec on, I think it was Sunday, maybe it was Saturday night. I don't really remember what day it was. But he was trying to say Vlad Guerrero. He was like, who's this Vlad Guerrero guy? I don't know who he is. He was like, he's Russian. I don't know. Chumba and I we texted afterwards, and Chumba was, the exact quote I want to say was, I can't believe I'm about to lose to this guy who doesn't know who Vlad Guerrero is. Something along those lines. I don't feel like pulling up the exact quote. But yeah, Alec gets the win. 335 to 278.5. Alec, for your knowledge, Vlad Guerrero just signed a huge deal. He's a pretty young guy. I don't think he's too high up there this season. He's had a slow start in terms of home runs. But he is a bigger name in the league. His dad was a perennial all-star. Great arm, Vlad Guerrero Sr. as he is now. But Vladdy, big guy, big swing, big fucking iconic. Maybe not the best batting stance, but I fucking remember that shit. So his son's now in the league, and he's on your team, and you think he's fucking Russian. He's not. Are they Cuban? I think it might be Cuban or Dominican. I forget. It's one of the islands down there. I know that much. I feel like it might be. It's not Cuban because he didn't have to defect, right? I don't think so. I forget exactly. Sue me if I don't know the guy's fucking family history, all right? But Alec gets the win here, moves to 3-3, stays in third place. Chumba falls to 2-4, is also in third place. This was our weekly. I dropped my toy again. Weekly interleague game, and Alec walks away with the W. Next, we move to my game. Again, I lost the undefeated, guys. I lost it. Cam's the last undefeated team. It started off okay. Monday night, 52-35. But on Tuesday, John had all of his pitchers go. Put up 126. Dang, that's tough. Wednesday, for me, bad day. 19. Thursday, 6. On those 2 days, I had pitchers that combined for negative. Total. I had, let's see, -14, -13, -10, -9, -6, -5. That's for full week stats for different pitchers. So lots of pitching was struggling for you boy this week. Even though they bounced back on Friday with 128, I was like, oh, I have a chance. I might be able to make this comeback. Nope. John stepped it up again and just kept beating me. Beat me by, looks like 86 points. And John gets the W, takes away the undefeated season. So we have one undefeated left. Good luck, Cam. See how long it goes. I'm out of the race. Finally, our last game. Eddie walking away with the win. 369.5 to 290. Griff, tough. Again, should be the last in the league. Struggling. Started off 0-4. But Brochard somehow snuck underneath him. And Griff is in fourth place now. Our lowest scorer this week, Chumbawamba, owes us a chug. Again, guys, we're into week 7, and we haven't had a single chug done. What are we doing? So a quick update on the standings in week 7. I think we have 10 more weeks of regular season to go. So we got myself and Cameron still sitting up at first place. Okay, we got John and the Flaccid Swingers. Let's do that. We got me, John, Alec, Connor, Jake. Tight race. Everybody within 3 games. Jake is 3 games behind first. Everybody else is tied. They 2 through 4 all have a 3-3 record. So like I said, the custom schedule made to make these races tighter, ideally within your own division to make playoffs a little more interesting. In the Blue Pill Babes division, Cameron's sitting pretty up top, 6-0, followed by Eddie at 4-2, followed by Chumba, whose name shall not be said, at 2-4. Griff and Brochard underneath him at 1-5 each. So a little more separation in the Blue Pill Babes division, a little tighter over in the Flaccid Swingers division. As for points against, Jake, who is obviously in last, has the most points against. So Jake complaining about it in the group chat, and League really came together to talk to him about defense, tried to give him a little hype up. Don't know if it's working or not, but he is giving up the most points, and I could take something from that too. Apparently, I'm second in terms of points against, so I gotta step defense up as well. And then our game of the week for this next week, week 7, we have 2 second-place teams going head-to-head. That is John and Eddie, 4-2, and 3-3 going head-to-head, trying to keep pace with the top teams. Stay in that playoff race. John starting the matchup off strong, 128-49 by Eddie. It's still early. It's only Tuesday. I know I'm late, but here we are. We're moving forward. That's a recap. And just, you might see your house in the group chat in the coming days. It's a possibility. So just a heads up to everyone.